creating another episode of iiRcade's Facebook Live. Welcome and thank you so much for everybody for joining. Today's Tuesday. Wow. November, I'm sorry, November. May 5th already. And time really flies. I thought January was yesterday. It's already May. Time is flying. And we are working very hard to make this happen for you. So it's very difficult to recognize the time is flying really quickly, but it is. So hopefully time will fly fast. We'll have the device ready and we'll have them in your hands in no time. So we'll make this happen. How was your weekend, everybody? Hope you guys had a really good weekend. Mine was good. It was my Truly's birthday, so we had a nice dinner and everything. It was pretty relaxing. It was very nice. Playing board game with my family, and that was really nice as well. I had a lot of fun. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining. Christina, how are you? Thanks for joining. Hey, Bobby, how's it going? Thanks for joining. I love Tuesdays. The reason is because I get to see you guys again and play games with you. So I'm really enjoying these sessions, and I'm so glad that you guys are here with me. So thank you so much for that. Today, I meant to start a little earlier. My sincere apologies. I had some technical difficulties again, so got delayed a little bit, but here we are. Today, we are going to... Hey, buddy, how's it going? Nice to see you again. Thanks for joining. Today, we have a very special episode for you, and we're going to be playing some amazing games together today. As always, but today, you know what's the difference between today and last time? Last time, we played Dead Effect two times ago. And last time we played Double Dragon. And these are amazing games, great games. But these games are the games that you already knew about if you have seen our CES videos and all. From today, we're going to be showing you new games that you have probably not seen on an iiRcade before, but because I haven't shown it to you yet. From today, I'm going to open up the bag and show you these games one by one or two or three. Today we have some really good games for you. So if you look at the cadence, hey Mark, how's it going? Oh, you're at work. Oh my God. I thought everything was shut down here, but nice to see you again, neighbor. Thanks again for joining. We have a great episode for you today. So first episode gameplay, we played Dead Effect 2. That was a modern game. Last time we played Double Dragon 1, 2, 3, which was a retro game. So guess what we're going to play today? Today we're going to play some awesome modern games. Hey, Philip, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining today. Today, we have 3 games for you. And I am going to be showing you what they are. But before we do that, we have a special guest in my studio, my basement dungeon studio. Just to introduce him a little bit, famous guy. One of the CES interviews that I did, I said, hey, I have a 9-year-old son who built iiRcade in 12 minutes. Yes, he built it in 12 minutes. No, he's not 9 years old. You know what happened? You know those moments where you're having an interview and all of a sudden you go numb and you figured about how the world is structured and how your family looks like and how old is your son. I was having that moment at the time. So I miscalculated. But my son is not 9 years old. I'll let him tell you how old he is. And he's my special guest today. Let me introduce my son. Come over. And he's...
Hello, I'm Songhan. I'm 11 years old, and I love iiRcade. It's really cool.
Here's my T-shirt. It's a little bit too big for him, but he's wearing it. The reason why I brought him on board today is that there's a special reason. I will be showing you in a second. All right, so let's start playing some games. Let me introduce the first game to you. This is an amazing game. I do have a lot of favorites, but this is one of my favorite racing games I've ever played. And because it's amazing, and you'll see what it is. You'll see what I'm talking about when you see it. Let me show you a quick video, and then I'll tell you more about this game. So let's see a quick video. It's about a minute and 30 seconds or less. So let's have a look and we'll come back to it. Oops, sorry. I'm sorry, technical issues. If you can give me 1 second. Here we go. This is the right one. Oops. Sorry about that. Hope you guys know what this game is. If you check out those graphics, very much console graphics, running 60 frames per second, obviously. I'm sorry, was I on mute? My sincere apologies. I'm still getting used to how to use Facebook Live, so my apologies for that. So this game, thank you guys. This game is called Riptide GP Renegade. If you remember, Wave Race 64 back in the days, I used to love the game, right? I used to love the game, and one moment, please.
Commenting that they can't hear
Sorry about that. It was my daughter coming down. So if you remember Wave 64 back in the days when Nintendo 64 was there, used to love the game. Now, if you play this game, you will be remembering this Wave Race 64 back in the days when you used to play that. It's very similar kind of gameplay, but as you can see, amazing graphics. The water mechanics are very realistic, and the play is very smooth. As you may know, this is also this game is also available on consoles and everything. Full HD, running 60 frames per second, running extremely smoothly on iiRcade that you just saw. One of the reasons why I showed you the video beforehand is because when we play this via Facebook Live, because I don't know, it may be due to internet connections and things, so it wasn't playing back correctly, and it played better if I showed you video before we play. So I wanted to show you the video beforehand, and then we get into the gameplay together. So with that, let's get into it, shall we? Let me look at some comments real quickly. Okay, thank you. Hello, everybody, for joining. Jim, Alexis, how are you? Thanks for joining. Let me move over to my phone side as usual. And if I'm having audio issues, please do let me know. Okay, if you can give me 1 second, I'll be silent for about 15 seconds. I'll be back. Buddy, can you hear me? Okay. I'm hearing something on my computer speaker, so my audio must be coming through. If you're not hearing me, let me know. Sounds good. So here it is. So before we start, as usual, let me give you some overview of how the panel works in case there are people who are watching the video for the first time. So this is iiRcade. We have the powerful dual stereo speaker right there, 80 watts. We got 19-inch of display, full HD quality, and as you can see, the bezels are very small. It's looking beautiful. On the button side, we have the power button here. This does two things. One is if you press and hold, it powers it down, and if you press and hold again, it powers up. The other thing is that if you press it real quickly, it goes to sleep. If you press it again, it wakes it up. One of the reasons why this is so effective is iiRcade is all about playing quick, easy, and fun, right? And this enables the quick and easy part as well. You're able to go start playing from all the way shut down to playing in about 24 seconds or so. The power up is really quickly. And then again, if you put it to sleep and you wake it up, you can play right away. And then you have the usual coin and start buttons. We have a full volume button. As you can see here, I'm going to lower the volume so that you can hear me when I'm talking through during the gameplay. And then, of course, we have the menu. So menu, here you have the recent. You have the recent is a list of games that I've played recently in chronological order. And then you have all that displays all the games. And then from here onwards, it will display genre of the games. So I have the Double Dragons 1 to 3 here, action. We have first-person shooter, which was that effect. And platform, racing, and shooter games I'll be showing today. And then, of course, the settings. So with that, let's go to Riptide GP Renegade. If you press the button again, it shows you the menu of all the buttons so that you can look at it and get used to it and play it. If you press B, it goes back. If you press it again, it launches the game. So here it is. If you can give me a second, I'll be right back. So I darken the room a little bit so that you can see the screen better. My camera angle is not really good, so my apologies for that. So here's the game. You can see, I'm going to go into the game. Here, I'm going to be playing a single-player game. If you go, there are lots of different courses to run. There's some really interesting ones, like this one, Fire Water. That's really cool. Volcanoes, Tropical. This one's really interesting too. This one reminds me of the Final Fantasy VII type of environment, and I can show you that later if you need. But I want to show you this Downtown Rush because it's easy. Let me get to Rookie. I've been playing this a lot, but I'm still not a professional yet. Great thing about this is here you can choose your different jet skis to ride. I sort of like this one. This was my favorite. I like this guy, and then I can switch the skin. I like the black and red. Okay, let's kick this off. Check this out, the great graphics and everything. As you can see, playing this in consoles against playing on iiRcade is a completely different experience, in my opinion. You really get the arcade experience here. I can control left and right. Look at this jump. Oh, that hurts. And you can see the water splashing. One of the great things about this game is that it's got three water effects. So you can see the splashes and everything. And normally when you're doing water effects, it takes up a lot of CPU power and GPU power. And many other times it can slow the game down. Not on iiRcade though, as you can see, it's playing extremely smoothly. And we do have a lot of characters running here at the same time. We have the police there. Last time I read him and he got really mad. So anyway, look at the speed on this and jump. You can do a different type of stunts here as well. I'm not really good at it at the moment, so I don't sort of attempt. but you can do stunts and things, and you can do boosts and things. And in fact, as soon as I get out of this tunnel, let me do a boost so that you can see some of the graphics. And it would have been great if I can also show you let you hear the real sound effect as well. Oh, look at this. I love this part. Diving in a cliff. So I'm gonna, I don't think I have enough energy to do a boost. In order to do a boost, I need to do some more tricks, like these stunts. But unfortunately, I'm not good at it. So for now, I'll just play regularly. Look at these effects, right? The water splashing effect is amazing. All right, there was the game. One player, full screen, great graphics. Sound is amazing too, but I really wish I could get you to experience sound. But one of the reasons why I brought my guest today is so that we can play two players with you. So my guest, come over. My 11-year-old, he's my partner in playing games these days. He's pretty good. Um, he plays a lot of different games on iiRcade. Don't be surprised if he beats me today, but because it's really possible. Okay, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go down. Okay, so I'm gonna pick this guy again. All right, this time I'm gonna pick a robot. So robot's my driver, and oh, blue color, love it. Okay, now this time we're gonna do a two-player demo. As you can see, I'm playing with my son, and the play is very comfortable. Uh, Ready? You can see two players, very smooth. Yeah, games like this, I think two players are must have. Uh, it's a lot of fun when you play these games together with a friend, or in my case, a son, and who always beats me. But hopefully today I'll beat him, and right now I am beating him. Again, I want to point out the smooth graphics that's happening here. Smooth graphics. One of the very important thing about games like this is very tight controls, right? And our game here is optimized so that it works really well with our controls. We can do sharp turns, do the back, sharp turns, or little increments, turns by little increments here. That's possible. Um, and of course, I'm using my accelerator and my brakes to control my speed and thrusting to make sure that I don't run into these guys. And that took me some time to get used to. Because I'm typically not really good at racing games, but this game I've been playing a lot because it's so much fun. Probably one of the reasons why I wanted to show you this game, right? Okay. So I think that was a good demo of two-player game. What do you think, guys? So we can probably end here because I got to end it before my son beats me again. So as you can see, he's trying to beat me right now. I'm 6, he's 7. So we'll end here while I'm winning. Okay. So thank you so much, my dear son, for playing with us. Now he's leaving. Okay, let me now switch over to a different game. Second game I want to show you is a different kind of game. It is a platform game called Mechanic Escape. Mechanic Escape is on Steam and other platforms as well. It's got really good reviews, 9.5 out of 10, I think it was. And it's a really good game. For here, you do a lot of jumping, but the graphics are great. The game is designed really smart because the platform games especially is all about level designs, right? And this game does it really well. I personally think it does it perfectly. This game is about a TV. So you're this little TV, and you're obviously trying to save the world, right? Great graphics here. Very platformy type of graphics, very cartoony graphics. As you can see, I played a little bit. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. In the beginning, it's pretty easy, right? So as you can see in the beginning, you will see that you will say, that, "Hey, this game looks easy," but not really. As you progress, and it's got over 80 different levels, it gets extremely difficult. So at first, you're running. I'm learning to double jump. And look at this. I'm collecting all these different TVs. Again, it's the very first level. It's a level that sort of gets you used to it. And look, when this time comes, this really big bad cloud comes after me. And if it catches up to me, I'm dead meat. So this part is actually very adrenaline pumping because he gets really close to you every single time I play. I climb the wall. I'm finding this TV. And jumping over these electrical wires. Voila, leveled up. And if you remember back in the days, right? These games where you're solving to pass a level. These were the games that we got really excited about. I mean, we put a lot of quarters in so that we can keep on playing to pass these levels, right? So that we get higher scores and get better levels so that you can brag to your friends and things like that. I used to do that all the time. And this is one of them. So one of the good things that iiRcade is bringing is the level game experiences, right? So these games have lots and lots of levels, and you're working to solve these levels, which also gives you a lot of satisfaction of being successful, quote unquote, right? And it really works. It really works a lot for me because many of these levels on these games are very difficult. And when I solve them, it does give me a really good feel that I have accomplished something. And I think one of what arcade game is about is exactly the accomplishment. Oh my God, that guy's coming after me again. Oh. All right. So this was Mechanic Escape. As you can see again, great graphics, cartoony graphics, running 60 frames per second as well. Very smooth. This is also full HD quality graphics. Console game made into an arcade experience. So this was our second game. Now I wanted to show you one more game today. And one more. This last game is something that you guys probably all know what it is. It's one of our useful favorites made into an iiRcade experience. So let me show you what it is. The game is called R-Type. You guys remember this game, R-Type? So today I'm announcing that R-Type is coming to iiRcade. Press it once, you see the buttons. Very easy play. I'll go back and launch the game. I mean, this little message here, that's going to go away, so it's not a problem at all. Don't worry. But R-Type, as we remember. You guys remember this? Oh my God! When I first got the confirmation that we're able to get R-Type on our device, I almost cried. Used to play a lot of this game when I was young. Okay, the music and everything just brings me back. The old style graphics. Yeah. On our last Facebook session where we interviewed Minshik, one of the things that he noted is that he's a big fan of shooting games, right? So he wants to bring a lot of shooting games to our platform. Of course, we have a very good diversity in games. So that's one of the things I'm very happy about. But when we're talking about shooting games, we have tremendous, amazing shooting games available in our system. And you can see it by looking at this game as one of them, for example. And we'll be showing you other shooting games as well as the time goes. I just need to get them ready so that I can show it to you. But we do have a lot of amazing shooting games like this available on iiRcade coming soon. So I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are probably a lot better than I am right now, but it is a very difficult game. And I used to be better than this when I was young, but I don't know if it's age factor or not, but I've gotten worse since the time came by. I've been playing a lot more, what's the best way to put it, adventure RPG games and things as I was growing up. And I think my skills on these fast paced games, which I love, by the way, but I think my skills got degraded a little bit. But here it is. That was R Type, our last game that we wanted to play today. So let me move over to my PC. If you can give me 1 second. All right, everybody. What'd you think? Um, wow, lots of comment came up since I left my PC. We'll have a look at them, but I hope you enjoyed it. The very first game, the R-Type, not R-Type, I'm sorry, Riptide GP Renegade. I've been recently playing this game to death. It is really an amazing game, and this was one game that I really wanted to show you like as soon as possible because I love this game, and you guys have to see. I need to show it to you. Let me shut down the volume a little bit. Sorry for that. And I'm so happy that I was able to make that happen today, and I'm very excited to see some of your comments. Also, Mechanic Escape is another game that, quite honestly, I haven't played that game before. Before we were able to get this game, but when I played it, oh my god, the game is really, really good. Especially the level that I showed you is a very easy entry level, but as the level progresses, it gets really difficult, and that's where your skills are shining. And this game actually shows you. It tells the difference between whether you're a really good skill gamer or a gamer that needs some practice like myself. But it really is a simple game that enables you to get into it really quickly and enjoy. At the same time, build your skill to become good at it. And those are the types of games that I think are a really good fit for an arcade device. So I was very happy that we were able to bring the game on board. And again, R-Type. I mean, it is a classic. I love it. And that game, I need to practice more to become better, but it is one of the classic games out there. So I was very glad to see that we're able to bring the game over to our device. Let's have a quick look at some comments. So thank you. I'm good. Oh, thank you. Oh wow, not many people tell me that. There's some of the games that I'm pretty good at. I play a lot of beat 'em ups and things like that, like Double Dragon and all. Some of the shooters I am able to play pretty well. R-Type, it's been a long time since I last played, so excuse me for my skills. I will practice. Well, the comments are scrolling upwards. Let's see. So I'm looking at your comments, and I think, wow, there must have been a lot of comments because I don't see the top ones anymore. So I'm sorry. I'm still trying. I'm getting used to this again because I think I lost some of the comments that were stated. Was scrolling pretty quickly, so sorry about that. Let me. Okay, let me start from the top. Width of the console, where the joypads are. I need to do some measurement there. Let me take some homework and we'll look into it. And when we're announcing the rest of the specifications, I'll make sure to put that in. But thank you for asking the question. Matthew, Okay, last order. I love it. My God, I think that's my second favorite quote. First one was I forgot who it was from, but he said he wants to buy my unit. That was pretty funny as well. Bobby, take my money. Thank you. Here, thank you. um, have game prices been announced? That's a really good question. We have announced our device prices, but from a game perspective, it's gonna be different based on the game, right? But and we're working through with our publishers to determine the right prices for the games. So stay tuned on those. But one of the things that we're trying to do is to make sure that they're very affordable so that anybody can afford the games. And we want you to have, rather than spending like $100 on a game, we want you to buy multiple games and play multiple games. Be able to buy and play multiple games because we want you to try and experience iiRcade a lot more. So we're trying to make it as affordable as possible. So coming soon. Let's see. Armando, I'm ready to buy the Kickstarter. Thank you so much. We're working really hard to make the Kickstarter experience very good. So we'll try to make that happen as quickly as we can. Yeah, regarding games, right now we have about 220 games currently officially licensed, ready to go. So we'll be introducing them to you. When we are releasing, we will probably release them sort of bunch at a time, so that you guys always know what games are available. One of the things that I've experienced is if a console launches with 1,000 games, and I don't know what games are good, what games are available, I don't know what to buy. I end up not doing anything. But the other company, the end guys, I think play really smartly because on my end consoles, I always know what games are available, and that's the approach that we want to take to make sure that you guys are not confused and you know exactly what's available in iiRcade. And we want you to be an expert in iiRcade and what games are available, things like that, and you will. And we're going to try very hard to make sure that we make that happen. Okay. Wow, there are lots of comments today. I'm having a hard time catching up with everything. So if I don't get to any of the questions, I will get to it after the session today. But I'm going to try to quickly go through and see if there are any questions that I haven't answered yet. See. So I've talked about list of games. R-Type, dope. Lutalo, I agree with you, my friend. R-Type is definitely dope. And as I said in the beginning, I've started to open up our bag to show you more of what we have. Again, until now, we only showed you the games that we had at CES, but from today, you're going to be seeing a lot of new games coming to iiRcade. Today was the first session, and this was the first example, but we have a lot more games that you're going to say, holy cow, this is awesome, I remember this. And also, holy cow, this is one of the games that I really love enjoying playing today as a modern game. So I do want to hear you guys say that. I'm going to try to very hard to make sure that you do. I'm going to be showing you some really cool games. Will the game, Kevin? Will the game list be made available before Kickstarter? That's our plan. So we'll try to release that as soon as we can. If you can give me a little bit of time. Again, my sincere apologies for the delay there. It's actually a lot more difficult than what it seems because it's not only about us, but it also involves game publishers and other people to make sure that all the ducks are in a row and I's are dotted and T's are crossed before we're able to say announce it to the world. So we're working on it, and we'll try to get it to you as soon as we can. My sincere apologies for the delay, but we'll make sure that when the time comes, the experience is good. Armando, it is age. My reflexes aren't the same anymore being in my late 40s. I agree with you. My God, I used to be better. But yeah, my reflexes are coming down. But um, I'm practicing. I'm practicing. So I'll practice our type and yeah, we'll see. I'll get better. I will prove that I am not an old guy. Well, thank you for that. That was great. Um, let's see. So I'm just going through comments. I'm not trying to bore you here, but Bobby, very good, John. Good mixture of old school games and all the latest updates in gaming. Thank you so much, Bobby. I appreciate it. And we have a lot more coming, so stay tuned for that. Um, Patrick, so today we saw R-Type, Riptide GP Renegade, and the other one was called Escape. Mechanic Escape. There was a TV character. It's a platform game, and I really like the game a lot. So those were three for today, and these are all games that are coming to iiRcade very soon. Kevin, what the Kickstarter price for this. So we're going to be starting at early bird price of $2.99. But I really, really would love to ask you to come quickly and get it because I'm sort of expecting a shortage on units. So if you can come soon, the better. So I, I wish to ask you for that. Ed, 299 stand is sold separately. Yes, it is. We're still trying to find out the strategy on what to do with a stand, and we'll let you know as soon as we can. Stand is a different beast, so it needs a completely different thinking compared to the bar top. So we're working on that. We'll let you know as soon as we can. Again, we're going to try to make it as affordable as we can. Brian, really cool looking system. I hope there will be amazing classics. I hope so too. That's one of the things that we're trying to achieve, right? Is to bring you the nostalgic factors, and we're trying very hard. One thing that we're noticing is right. There are different type of gaming companies out there, and some of them are very enthusiastic. Others are more what's the best way to put it? They're sort of recessive, right? So they are risk averse. Thank you, risk averse. So when a new platform comes up, there are many companies, especially the big ones, right? They first step back and they look at you, right? They look at you and go, are you successful or not? And as they see people buying more of your product and things like that, and your user base grows, they're like, oh my God, I got to get in the platform. So these companies join. So all the companies are different. We're taking the strategies to make sure that these companies can join us as quickly as we can. So we're talking to a lot of different companies and things to bring you the best games available. Great thing is, I personally think we're like, we're a team. You and I, we're same team together. So if we make the best device out there with best experience, which we're trying to do, and we have a lot of people joining our family, and our user base becomes bigger, then more game companies will join, right? More game companies will join, meaning you'll have a lot more games to play, and then more people will come in to become more our family, and then more game companies will join and we'll get more games and things like that. So this is how it works, and I think we're doing extremely well, especially as we haven't even shipped yet, and we already got 20 games. This does not happen anywhere else, and I'm pleasantly surprised myself as well. But the game companies really like our product for many different reasons. But it is happening, and I think if we keep this up, we'll be able to get a lot of great games for you. And a great thing is, again, as we ship our product and we have the devices in retail and things, we'll be able to get a lot more games available. So if it's not there on day one, your favorite game, and everybody has different favorite games, right? If your favorite game, some of them will probably be there, some of them may not be, and if it's not there, don't worry, because it's just a matter of time before they come. So let me leave it at there. See, looking at some of more comments. See, will there be support for 4-player games via extra controllers? We'll see. Stay tuned. um, sorry for that. I didn't mean to do that. Bobby, iiRcade is a whole new level in gaming industry. Oh, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And we're working very hard to bring you that amazing experience. So I hope that everybody will be satisfied, and I hope everybody will be surprised by the experience that we're able to deliver, and that's exactly what we're trying to do. Kevin, so it will basically be a bar top arcade without the stand. That's actually kind of cool. What is the stand cost? So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Let me explain that a little bit. So our product is like a transformer, sort of. So you can get the bar top, and then if you put it on a stand, as you can see here, then it becomes a full size. So let me try to lift it up for you. 1 second. By the way, it's not heavy at all. So that's why old men like me is able to lift. It's not heavy. I've brought our devices into airplanes many times, and I was able to get it through without any problems. But I lift it up, so you have the top, and if you put it on a stand, it becomes a full size. The top has really high premium rubber feet that sits really well on tables and floors and things. And the rubber feet also fits perfectly into the stand, so you always have the right positioning there. And then, right, for secure purposes as well, if you're going to continue to sit it as a full size, then we have screws that you turn in. Really easy to do, and it becomes extremely secure for safety purposes. So, and then of course, the stand itself also has feet that is adjustable, so that you can make it a little taller or shorter, or adjust it if your floor is not even, like my house. My house, especially my basement dungeon, the floor is not even, so I can adjust it using the feet on the stand, so, which works really well. Stand cost, MSRP, it will be at $149, but we're trying to figure out a way to do, I don't know, some kind of bundle pricing or more affordable pricing for you on Kickstarter, so that we can have more people, more fans enjoy it. Will you be able to do like-on games? That's the point. Oh man, you guys asking the tough and right questions. Stay tuned. Just to let you know that iiRcade is made extremely modular. So whatever we do in the future, it's very customizable, if I may put it that. So there are a lot of things that we can do on iiRcade, a lot of opportunities, both at the top and the bottom. And we're looking into many different things. So right now we're focused on getting it out there. But once it's out there, there are many different things that we want to do. And many different things that I'm talking about right now are probably the experiences that you've been looking for, as well as some of the experiences that you'll go, oh my God, this is so cool. I've never even thought about this before. As I've been saying, our team is made up of gamers, and these guys have a lot of things that they want for themselves as a gamer, and same here as well. So right from that, we get a lot of great ideas. So we have some really cool things coming up for you in the future. I'm not in the liberty to say right now, but time will tell. Time will tell. Let's see. Lutalo is a target this summer. We'll see. We're trying to deliver this as quickly as we can. No, definitely, obviously, Kickstarter is target this summer. Early, much earlier than this summer. But um, as soon as I know, you'll know. Um, Bobby, this is more like PS4 and Xbox, very similar, and PC higher-end games. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. As not as a CEO of the company, but as a gamer, I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. And I'm still very surprised by these experiences that we're able to deliver. It is these console type of games and PC level games that we are able to bring over to an arcade experience. And this is one of the things that I'm very proud of as well, because it's exactly what I wanted, right? So, and we're going to try to make it even much better as the time goes. And we're going to continue to bring better experiences and new experiences and things. So it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. Let me look at a couple more questions, and then I don't know, time probably flew by really quickly. So let me get to a couple more questions, and we'll end it for the day. Patrick, can you confirm the titles of the 3 games that you showed off today? And will they be included in the cabinet or sold separately? So I'll confirm it again. They're Riptide GP Renegade. That was the jetski game, the awesome jetski game. Second one was Mechanic Escape. That was the great platform game that I showed you. And then, of course, R-Type. So those are the 3 that I've showed. Is it going to be included or sold separately? I don't know yet. So we are still going through our list to determine the preloaded games. One of the reasons why it's taking a lot of time is because we want to make sure it's perfect. We want to make sure that this is something that delivers the experience that you're able to have on iiRcade. I want these to be like really good samples. I don't know if that's the right word or not, but of games that as soon as you open up the package, as soon as you get the device right in front of you, the first time you turn it on, I want you to be wowed. And I want to preload the games that will deliver you these wow experiences. And this is one of the reasons why it's taking some time. We want to make sure that we have the right games in there. So stay tuned for that. Nacho Libre, how large is the memory capacity? 64 gigabytes internal memory. So let me go through real quickly. And if I don't get to your question, my sincere apologies. I'll get to them after this session. I don't want to make it too long and make it boring. So my apologies for that. But let me just quickly go through and see if there are questions that I haven't answered yet. Let's see. Oh, great job, Jong. Thank you so much, Patrick. I appreciate it. I think today was a little bit longer because I wanted to show you the 2-player experience on Riptide GP Renegade. But I hope that was enjoyable. I certainly enjoyed playing it and beating my son at it, even though I was 6th place and he got 7th place. And he's giving me the face right now. Now I gotta brag right now because he's been beating me on everything else that we've been playing together so far. So I gotta brag while I can. Let's see. Let me just go through real quickly at the end. Preload. John Medina, please preload Streets of Rage 4. I love the game as well. We'll see. We'll see. Anything's possible in the future. So we'll see. Lutalo, you asked a really good question here. Let me get to this as probably actually let me get to one other question before I get to Lutalo's right above. Is this PC based, Raspberry Pi based, something else? It is something else, and the hardware software is completely made by us. It's completely customized and optimized for optimizing the best game experiences. So as you can see, the smooth gameplay today, smooth animation, smooth graphics, and audio and everything, they are enabled by awesome engineering. I'm able to say this because I'm not the engineer who made it happen, but our engineers are really amazing. We have some very talented people here, so they were able to make it happen. So it is that something else. Last question, um, Lutalo. What is the total height? Understand understand. It depends on how you adjust the feet, but I say it's about 61 inches. So it is arcade size. We've measured 150 different arcade machines, and made sure that it's full size, and it's very comfortable with adults playing together, as you saw today. If you're playing with a child, it's very comfortable as well. And it was very difficult finding the right size to make, but I think we found it. I've played with many different adults before as well as children, and they're really good heights for that. So I'm very happy about it. Um, let's see, Matthew. I'm just gonna get to a couple more and then I'll end. I promise. I don't want to make it too boring. Um, Matthew. Uh, let me know why. If you have any concerns, let me know as well. Um, but I would love to learn. I am listening to you guys. So just to let you know. Last one, John Medina. Will there be options to add light guns or trackballs? Right now, as you saw, we're very much joystick and button driven. And again, iiRcade is very customizable, and anything is possible in the future. And I've been saying this a lot, but I am really listening to you. I'm reading many of your comments and many of the responses that you're seeing. I'm doing that personally. And I've actually met a lot of great friends here while doing that too. Um, I am listening to you. If you have anything you want to see, um, keep on shouting out. And if there's good enough demand, then after we launch our device, then we'll definitely look into it. Okay. Great. For again, any other comments that I haven't gone through here in the session today, my apologies. I'll get to them. I promise. After the session is over. Um, and we'll also hold another one this coming Friday. So I'll pick up some really good games so that we can play together, and I'll surprise you with some of the games as well. Excited. I'm very excited. So thank you so much again for joining today. I will see you again on Friday. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a fantastic day.